Sometimes, despite my best efforts to convince you otherwise, you really need to put some text on the course homepage. Here are some ways to do it. Now, suppose you need a short explanation of why a file or a link or an assignment matters. You can put a couple of lines of text directly under the item on the homepage. So I've got editing turned on. I'm going to go into Edit for my top 10 terrifying prehistoric sea monsters video. And I'm going to put some text in this description field. Let me just copy it from here because I pre-composed my text. So there's my text. See this button down here that says Display Description on Course Page? If I check that, this text is going to show up on the course page. Let's try it. Hey, there's my video link. If I click on that, it's going to take me to see the video. It's a great video. And this explains why I want you to go there. Now, looks okay, but we can actually do something else that makes it work better. Let's go back to Edit, Edit Settings. Actually, I lied. It wasn't there. It was under Edit, but it's just Move Right. I lied. That's not it. Move Left. I was right the first time. Edit Settings, because I just want to indent this part. I don't want to indent the name. Where's the indent icon? It's not there. See this first icon in the menu bar? That shows you the extended menus. Here's my indent. It's actually block quote, but that's okay. It does what we want. Yeah, that's good for now. Save and return to course. So now it looks like this belongs to that. So that's putting stuff in the description, making the description show up on the page. I did the same trick here with my discussion forum. I just moved it to the right. Okay, that's the first thing. Now, suppose you need a short explanation for the whole topic. I'm going to go down to the psychology of sea monsters. I want to have a little explanation under there of why this matters. I'm going to click the Edit Summary button. Again, I'm going to copy and paste my fabulous text that I pre-composed. Paste it in there, save changes. So what does that do? There it is. We seem to have an innate fear. That might be nice to indent as well, mightn't it? So let's go into Edit. Let's select all this stuff. My indent button's not there. Open up the main menu, indent like so, save changes. Very nice. So you can also play with the size and the color of the text if you want to make it stand out. Okay, suppose you need a short explanatory note in the middle of a topic. You can use something called a label. Suppose that I want to have a little wrap up in my biology of sea monsters section. I'm going to put a label right in here that explains these are the activities, these are the resources. In fact, let's do two of those labels. Let's add an activity or resource. Way at the bottom, it says label. Add. So I'm going to call this resources. Actually, here I'm going to call it something simpler. I'm going to call it look at these pages first. Save, return to course. Okay, and I'm just going to drag that up to in front of circulatory. Ooh, and then if I was fancy, I would move all these things to the right. Respiratory, move right. Gastrointestinal, move right. Musculoskeletal, move right. Reproductive systems, move right. Oh, let's go back and edit this some more. What if I was to make that bold? Is this wacky colors? It is, it's wacky colors. Okay, in fact, does bold work? Oh, there's a text size thing too. I'm going to make it like that. Oh yeah, see that stands out. So how biology sea monsters, look at these things first. Then I want to put my last little trick here. Actually, I got two more little tricks. I'm going to do this one first. I'm going to put a horizontal line to break up this biology of sea monsters into the first section and the second section. Again, this is a label, but stand back. Make sure you are sitting comfortably because you are going to create HTML code, raw code. Isn't that scary? Okay, see way at the right here, I'm in my extended menu. There's a angle brackets. It's HTML. We're going to put in left bracket, HR, which stands for horizontal rule, right bracket. That's HTML code. Isn't that scary? Save and return to course. Oh yeah, save and return to course. I probably should have unclicked the HTML thing. So I got this line, and I can take this line and park it, whoops, one more higher, park it where I want. Isn't that nice? Breaks up a section to some stuff to do and then some other stuff to do. Okay, one last thing. Sometimes you need to draw attention to some important event. Again, I'm going to make a label. I'm going to make the label in my very top of my course, in my topic 0, right under the picture. Add activity or resource. Where did label go? Way down there. Make a label, add. Where's my text for my label? Copy, paste. Now, I could put in pictures or I could put in video clips. I can do all sorts of things in a label. In this one, I'm going to pick some medium heading, and I'm going to pick some horrible fluorescent color, and I'm going to center it. If I remembered how to do flashing in HTML, I'd do that, but no, maybe not. Okay, so now I've got, that's actually more subtle than I was hoping for. Let's edit that again and make it less subtle. Okay, first of all, I don't like that color. I like red. Make it bold. Let's go bigger. Text extra large. And let's put in, instead of dashes all on one line, let's make it really big and obnoxious. So when students log into the course, that's going to be pretty hard to miss, which is one of the things I use a label for.